Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Got Buckets here, and for today's video we're gonna be talking about free agents that the Los Angeles Lakers should sign after the Dennis Schroder trade. So yeah, let's go into the video. So we already know that the Los Angeles Lakers, they got Dennis Schroder in the trade with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They gave up Danny Green, who is now in Philadelphia, and they gave up their 2020 first round pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which ended up being Jaden McDaniels. So yeah, the Lakers, they got Dennis Schroder. They didn't have to give up that much for Dennis Schroder. They basically got him for Danny Green, who played terrible in the playoffs, and for the 28th pick, the 2020 first round pick. So we're gonna talk about free agents that I think the Lakers should sign after the Dennis Schroder trade. And these free agents are gonna be like free agents the Lakers could afford. They're not gonna be like free agents like Fred VanVleet that you know for a fact the Lakers cannot afford. So yeah, let's go into the first player that I think the Lakers should sign this offseason after the Dennis Schroder trade. So the first free agent that the Lakers should sign this offseason, and his name is Serge Ibaka from the Toronto Raptors. So Serge Ibaka, he won a championship last season. He's a free agent. He is 31 years old, and the Lakers right now, they don't have like any centers right now. Like Dwight Howard is a free agent. We don't know what JaVale McGee's gonna do with his contract. So right now the Lakers, they need like another center, because Dwight Howard, he's 35 years old. He's gonna turn 35, man. When centers are 35, they're usually like they're old. Like, they're usually not the same as how they were before. So Serge Ibaka, who's 31, will definitely be a better option than getting a Dwight Howard. I'm not sure what the Lakers are gonna do with DeMarcus Cousins, because DeMarcus Cousins came off of an injury, so we don't know if the Lakers are gonna get him back. If I were the Lakers, I would definitely get him back for the minimum, because no team is gonna offer him a lot of money. But Serge Ibaka, he'll be a better option than Dwight Howard, because Serge Ibaka can definitely shoot threes. He's younger than Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is 35. And this will definitely make it easier for LeBron James and Anthony Davis to play with each other, because if LeBron gets double teamed or Anthony Davis gets double teamed, they're gonna have a guy like Serge Ibaka and a Dennis Schroder open, instead of having like a Dwight Howard open on a three-pointer. So yeah, in my opinion, that is the first free agent the Lakers should sign this offseason after the Dennis Schroder trade. In my opinion, this signing would make the LA Lakers better than they were last season, because they have Dennis Schroder and Serge Ibaka, who's a good defender, good shot blocker, and a good shooter. So yeah, and he's younger than Dwight Howard as well. So the second free agent that I think the Lakers should sign this offseason, or I should say re-sign this offseason, and that is Avery Bradley. So Avery Bradley, we already know what happened to him. He didn't join the bubble with the LA Lakers. He obviously stayed at his house. He didn't want to join the Lakers in the bubble. So Avery Bradley, we don't know where he's gonna go to. Like, the Warriors, they're trying to keep him away from the Los Angeles Lakers. It would be so good if the Lakers got Avery Bradley, because Avery Bradley, he's a good defender. He's 29. He's gonna turn 30 in a couple of weeks. So he's 30 years old basically, which means he's not 34. He's not 35 like a Wesley Matthews. He's 30. And Avery Bradley, he's a good defender, a good shooter. And this free agency signing would be good for the Los Angeles Lakers. If the Lakers get back Avery Bradley, that would be good for him. But we don't know how much money he's gonna be asking for, because just like I said, he didn't play in the NBA bubble. He should have, in my opinion, he should have played in a bubble, but he didn't play in the NBA bubble, so we don't know how much money teams are gonna offer him or how much money he's gonna ask for. And if the Lakers do get Avery Bradley, they can have a starting lineup of this. They can have Avery Bradley at the 1, maybe a Contavious Caldwell-Pope at the 2 if they resign them, and then LeBron James, Anthony Davis, or even a Serge Ibaka or Dwight Howard or DeMarcus Cousins at the 5. And then Dennis Schroder can come off the bench as a 6-man like he was in OKC. I'm not sure what the Lakers are gonna do with Dennis Schroder. Whether they're gonna start him or put him back at the 6th man like the Thunder did. So yeah, those are the free agents that I think the Lakers should go after this offseason. And that is Serge Ibaka, Avery Bradley, Serge Ibaka, Avery Bradley. And yeah, if they get one of these two, they're gonna be better than they were in the bubble. And if they get both of them, then they're gonna be even more better. So yeah, if you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, please like this video if you agree with my list of free agents the Lakers should sign this offseason, which are Serge Ibaka and Avery Bradley. And yeah, also subscribe for new. And I'm out.